Hello YouTube, today at powerjackrepair.org we got an Acer Predator Helios 300 series n1812 PH315-52-78VL. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it apart and see if we can replace the jack. The thing is, I never seen the setup here before. The connector is kind of... Well, anyways, the client states the connector is faulty. We're gonna take it apart, see if it's the connector. Maybe it's a shortage on the motherboard. Okay. Let's find a huge guitar pick. Hold that as far as possible. And Helios 300 Predator, wow. Predator. Looks like an... Oh, Acer, wow. Why would Acer get into something like this? Alright, and that's how we take the connector, not the connector, the back cover out. Let's see if we can just disconnect the battery right here. That's the jack right there. Let's take a look and see if it's a jack issue or not. It seems like, I'm not sure, I never seen so much tape on anything. So let's take a look right here. Let's set this guy apart. Okay. You know what? Leave a comment if this is a factory tape or somebody already put some tape on it. I never seen anything like that. So probably somebody already fixed it using tape. Well, you know what? I also fix everything around the house using, you know, tape. Like scotch tape or duct tape. Now you can fix a car with this. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I see. Now, I mean, definitely something isn't right with the jack. The problem is this particular jack is extremely rare because it has a really tiny pin inside. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. Because I know, oh, that one is pretty bad. Let's see, maybe we'll have to reuse this one. The spring is bad also. The spring is this thing right here. That's supposed to spring in and out. Right there, you see? And it's already in sprung out mode, so it's been overly used. When you put this guy in, the spring's supposed to grab onto the outside of the connector. And here it's just in and out like easy, you know, it doesn't even want to grab, so I can't really reuse this guy. What I can do is I can chop off this guy and put a standard size plug on this guy. And but you know what, I have a whole bunch of those, just the pin size is different. Let's remove whatever tape we got here as well. Oh, what's that for? Extra cables. Was it so short? Hold on, let's actually see. Oh, yeah, the cables are probably too short. Okay, let's see. Let's remove all of the tape. So I guess somebody extended the cables to make it slightly longer. And I'm not sure if we also need to extend anything here in order. Let's take a look. Yeah, I see the problem. Okay. So the job has to be done. Extremely fine job has to be done here. Well, anyways, let me first go find this connector. All right, surprise, surprise, I did find a brand new replacement connector. The color is different. The pin is slightly longer, but it's exactly the same size of the diameter of the pin. I only have about few of those in stock and probably will never reorder it because I don't remember the last time I used one of those connectors ever, so to speak. It just was sitting in one of those bins down in the basement. I will put a link for sale for this particular jack. If you have exactly the same jack, I'm pretty sure that anything you're going to be buying online, it's not going to have this particular connector. It has to be yellow in color because I never seen. Now, the couple of things we need to modify this guy slightly. You see those little wings on the sides? Let's see, maybe we don't even have to bother with the cutting of the wings. You know what? It sits perfectly fine without cutting the wings off. Oh, strange. You know what? There is a special indentation right there for those particular wings to be at. Right there. Wow. Yep, it aligns perfectly fine with the top. Let me take a look if the top is aligning perfectly fine or not. Here, let's take a look. Oh, the top also aligns fine. Aligns? Yeah, aligns. But, I mean, how did this guy hold in there? That's the question. There is nothing that holds this guy in place. No, seriously, I mean, what's the catch? Glue was holding it down? I mean, at least like that, it won't slip, right? And I don't see any traces of any plastic on this side. Maybe it was just sitting in like in a glue environment. So yeah, we don't even need to modify this guy. What we have to do is remove this cabling here. Let's remove all of that extra garbage right here. All right. And I mean, you have to watch it till the end because I will show you top secret that all of you have to use on this particular. Wow, so many wires. I mean, honestly, those jacks are not made to handle whatever 9 amps is this 9 amps 9.233 amps. I mean, this is made for like maybe 3-4 amps, but not 9 amps. And yes, you have 4 cables, but you only have a connection like that. All right, which is extremely weak, and another connection like that also extremely weak. I mean, whoever designs the stuff obviously doesn't know anything about anything. So somebody would just hire me. I would be able to. But I mean, the goal is not to design a reliable laptop. The goal is to design a laptop that's gonna break in about a year. But it's not only Acer. You know, Acer doesn't do that much. I didn't expect that they do it so much. Mostly other companies design laptops that break in a year. But I mean, I just don't see how they could do something like that. So that I'm pretty sure the system wasn't cheap to begin with. Acer Predator. All right. Because all of that stuff that I'm not going to remove right now will probably sit on the soldering iron later on. So here, all right, so we got some exposure right there. I wanna, let's see, will this thing be exposed? It won't be exposed. Yeah, there might be some exposure right there to the metal. So I want to do, let's put some tape right here, so that the cable won't be. Okay, so let's see how I want to put this cable in. All right, so the way how I want to put this cable in is probably like that, right? So we have to solder it from the top down or from the bottom up, and this whole thing has to have enough room for the cable length to be proper. And yeah, the negative the negative I'm not worried about, it's the positive. Well, how about like that? Yeah, like that. And let's see if the bracket on top wants me to make this connector. Okay, so we have to kind of guide this guy in there in between the spring. Okay. All right, let's solder this guy up. All right, so the secret ingredient is obviously flux here and a flux right there. You want to put a whole bunch of flux right here, whole bunch of flux right there. Now let's agitate the old solder and mix it with the new solder. Like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. Wonderful. I don't understand. Seems like there is an extra wiring right here on the negative side. Some unnecessary here, right there, you see? That's what I was talking about right here. Let's remove all that garbage. Hopefully there is no garbage on this one. No, no garbage here. Only garbage here. All right, so let's try and make a little dent right here. Okay, so when we put it like that at an angle, hopefully it will get a little bit into the jack. Will it? I really want it to be inside of the connector, even just for a little bit. Does it go in? Nope, doesn't want to go in. Okay, like that, you see? Looks good now. I'm able to make sure it's gonna go in there just fine. Now the goal is to hold this guy like that. Come on. Looks excellent to me. Now let's do exactly the same thing here. Beautiful. Excellent. Look at this beautiful job right there. Nice and solid. Let's make sure it's all gonna fit into the casing. The way I wanna clean those guys up so they won't oxidate over time. Let it air dry. Yep. Cables are exactly long enough to get me this guy plugged in right there. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so let's put this guy on. Yep. Looks good. Now the final touch that has to be done is I need to hot glue the area here in order for this guy not to rotate. Because if you're gonna rotate the connector inside the, if you're gonna rotate the plug inside, the pin might be starting rotating. So the goal is to hot glue everything right here so that the jack won't be pushing inwards. And if it's not gonna be pushing inwards, we should be good. You should be golden. Hopefully nobody... Oh, come on, seriously? Hopefully this one is coming from the top, not from right here. Hopefully nobody took anything apart here before. All right, so in the way how I'm gonna hot glue it, I'm gonna show you in a second. Hot glue is not warm enough yet. like that. Hold it down for like a minute or so until the glue gonna kick in. Once the glue kicks in, you can let go of the cables, but I want everything to be nicely aligned. Alrighty, so everything is hot glued in place. New jack is new cables. Old cables are soldered to the new jack. Hopefully there is no shortages of any type. Let's check it out. Let's see. Alright, so pluses are fine. The negatives are fine too. Let's see if the plus to plus conduct the electricity. Yep, does conduct electricity just fine. Alrighty, let's close it all down. And that's the, I guess there was a hard drive here, maybe, maybe not. Just gonna close it down. Okay. 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 I wonder if the tip of the cord is good because there is so much painting right here at the tip. Let's take a look. Okay, so it seems like there is voltage coming out of here. Let's see if we're gonna be able to pop this guy in there like that. All right, so nice and strong. And Helios Predator NVIDIA chip, overclockable GeForce GTX, as the crappiest connector alive. Here we have the battery charging light. Do we press turbo? Do we press something else? Let's see, maybe we got a power button here someplace, no? All right, here. Okay. All right, so the lights on the, and right there it shows Predator. All right. The thing is, I think I forgot to connect the battery. Did I or did I not? Probably did. Yeah, the battery is not connected. Well, anyways, let me take it all apart and connect the battery, and it's gonna be working just fine. Because if it works fine without the battery, by the way, I could wiggle it around. Yeah, works fine. All right, so we connect the battery right here. Like that. Good job. Let's close it down one more time. All right, as you can see right there, it shows plugged in. Right there you see the forky thingy. And we got the Wi-Fi card. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe. I will let you know which laptop makes and models I would spend my money on and which ones I would not. Thank you.